Hey there everyone, this is Parker Team Shockwave, and today I'm with Joshua Esteban. Josh did amazing so well with the new format from the new release ban list, and he just won today's tournament. Josh, what deck you were playing today?
I was playing Mermails, and I went 4-0 today.
I know you for a long time now, and Mermail was your bread and butter. That was the main deck you like to play, and I know that you've been, every time you always play the tournament, you constantly play Mermail, and I'm pretty sure you're glad that
Dragoons went back up.
Yeah, Dragoon and Trish is now back to the format. So, any new changes you made or any new experience the deck provided you with this new format?
I have definitely bumped up the number of monsters, especially Dragoons. It's semi now. I have 2 new techs, and it just feels awesome trishing people now. It's just amazing.
I'm definitely worried. So, other than that, you want to get started with the deck profile?
Sure.
All right,
Let's get to it.
You're good to go.
All right. First up, we have 2 Beautiful Princess. Beautiful Princess is a normal summon. Its effect activates on summon, so if they Veiler, then they just waste the Veiler. But when it's summoned, you remove it from play and special summon a level 4 fish from your deck. And level 4 fish is Mermail Abyss Pike. And it just opens up so many plays, so many dead hands that you might have. You open it into an optimal hand with Beautiful Princess. And it's just a good card to open and a good card to top deck late game. Next we have 1 Glow Up Bulb. It's a tuner, and I've been running more of a synchro build with Trish back. Your mills don't really matter because you have a lot of ways to get things back, like Abyss Guns, Abyss Squall, and Jar of Avarice. So having the ability to go into 7s, 5s, 8s is just a good thing. Next we're running 2 Heavy Infantry. I was thinking about running 3, but I don't really think you need this format because Jin isn't a thing, so you don't need the extra face-up pop. You use it with Diva for an extra normal, and you also use it when you overlay to into Kappa, Armored Kappa. Armored Kappa, you detach this and it gets its effect off because Kappa is a water. Deep Sea Diva is the new anchor of the deck. You can make Trish plays, you can go for OTKs. Diva's always been good. It's a shame they didn't pump it up to 2, but I can see why they didn't. It's just a very good card in general. 1 Fishborg Archer. Fishborg Archer is an interesting card. While it's a water, so you can discard it for cost, but while it's in your graveyard, you can discard a water and special summon it from the graveyard. The drawback to that is that it destroys any non-water monsters at the start of your battle phase on your side of the field. But Fishborg Archer is it can be a 1-card Leo, a 1-card Black Rose. If you discard Gund, it can also get you out of jams by discarding Marksman and Infantry. And it's a tuner, so that's even better. We have 2 Atlantean Marksman next. I don't like 3 all that much. I feel like it's terrible to draw 2 or 3 of the same card in the opening hand if you don't have a discard outlets for them. So I try to limit that by running 2 Marksman. Marksman gets its effect off when you do battle damage, so that opens up Trish plays too. 2 Guns, and people might say why 2, why not 3 since it's unlimited. I think 2 is better. I think 3 gets really cloggy. Especially like, you can side it out for game 2, but I don't like to lose game 1s because I just do 3 of the same card and can't use any of them. We have the staple 3 Abyssland. Pretty sure everybody knows what Abyssland does. It destroys, when it's destroyed, it special summons any Mermail from your deck. 3 Abyss Pike. This is one of the engines of your deck. The other would be Abyss Megalo to get your spells and traps. But Abyss Pike searches pretty much everything you need. And with Dragoons at 2, it's even better now. 2 Aqua Spirit. it's still a good card because you still have your 4s. I use 2 instead of 1 because I used to run the Mermail Abyss Turge, which when you discard a water monster, you are able to add a Mermail back to your hand. But I didn't think it's necessary this format since Dragoons is back at 2, so I feel like a more aggressive playstyle suits this deck. And Dragoons at 2, when this card is discarded for the cost of a water monster, you add a Sea Serpent from your deck to your hand, except Atlantean Dragoons. So this card coming back to 2 really adds more consistency to the deck, and you see more good hands. We have 3 Abyss Teus. Abyss Teus only requires 1 discard cost, one discard cost, and it adds a level 4 or lower Mermail. The downside is that it only searches Mermails and not waters, but it's a trade-off. 2 Mermail Abyss Megalo. We still don't have 3 Dragoons, so I still don't think 3 Megalos are necessary or even good in that matter. You can open up double Megalo, but then you don't have any cost, so you can't really get that many pluses off. And 1 Abyss Lead. People like to cut this card, but I think it's fantastic. It has 2700 attack, so it clashes with Trish, Necros Trish, and regular Trish. And its effect is when you contribute a face-up attack Mermail and discard a card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. For spells, we have 1 Book of Moon, 2 MSTs, and 1 Raigeki. And then for traps, we have the Sphere, which lets you summon a Mermail from your deck. Its effects are negated. The Squall, which lets you summon 3 Mermails from your graveyard. Their effects are negated and that you can destroy at the end phase. 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 1 Jar of Avarice, 1 Ring of Destruction, and 1 Torrential Tribute. Moving on to side, we have 1 Fossil Dyna. I think it's a good normal summon against decks that don't really have that much power, but have a lot of special summoning means. Burning Abyss is one of the decks that this card will mess up their flow, and another one of those decks is Infernoids, because the only normal summon they really have are the Lightsworns, and their main play is to go for Lumina. So if you just mess up that flow, then it's a lot easier to win the game. We have 1 Aaron. People are still using rogue things like hands, so I still think Aaron is good. Even though Jin's not in this format, it is a card that I have relied upon this past tournament. We have 1 Abyss Soldier. It's a discard outlet, it's also a compulsory. So it's just another level 4 that you can use. 1 Ryo, because searching this format is the way to play the game, except if you're using Infernoids, but I digress. We have the 3rd MST, just to round it out. 2 Chain Disappearance for Burning Abyss. And yeah, I'm going to take these out for 2 Shadow Imprisoning since I just got them. 2 Light Imprisoning. Light Imprisoning is for Tellarknight. And Lumina, Lightsworn, Infernoid, whatever you want to call that deck. It won me my 3rd round, my 2nd round. 2 Needle Sealing. Actually, I think I'll take this out for Shadow Imprisoning. Needle Sealing is an old deck. I haven't updated the side deck yet, but that's gonna go. 3 Royal Decree, because Tellarknight is one of your worst matchups, and they just run traps up the wazoo, so Royal Decree really helps. Last one is 1 Skill Drain. You can use your field effects, but if you only use your graveyard effects, it isn't that bad, plus it puts your opponent as a disadvantage. And extra, we have 1 Armory Arm. This card won me my 1st match, my 3rd match too. Equipping it and getting the effect when you run something over is just a really good play. Next we have 1 Black Rose Dragon. I don't think there's any explanation I need to do for that. 1 Gungnir. You have the waters and you get your discard effects off of it, so why not? One Scrap Dragon, it's the level 8 you go into. I think it's better than any level 8 out there at the moment in terms of how well it can be utilized. So I just prefer to run that. One Trishula, because it's back. It's the only, it's not the only viable level 9, but it's the only level 9 in my opinion that works well with this deck. Plus it's a water, so if it's engraved, you can banish it for something like
Aqua Spirit.
Aqua Spirit, yeah. One Leo. Like I said, you can use Fishborg Archer to go into it's basically a 1-card Leo play. Armored Kappa, it's a water. Once per duel, you can prevent battle damage and destruction in the battle phase. And you get infantry's effects off when you use it. Mermail Abyss Trite, it's basically the basic play to go into when you make Bahamut Shark, and it summons a Mermail back from your graveyard. Gaia Cowboy, no explanation. Abyss Dweller, I don't think any explanation is needed, but you do get the 500 boost off of it since your materials are going to be water. One Arc, Bahamut Shark, one Dracosac, one Big Eye, and one Gaios. Gaios is a very good card. It's a one-sided skill drain for your opponent for monsters that have less attack than it. The downside is it can only be used once that turn. So if they bait out your Gaios, then they have an out to it, and it's harder to play against.
Thank you again, Esteban, for the deck profile. Any last words before we head out with this end of this video?
Stay cool. Subscribe to Team Shockwaves.
All right, Dan. All right, what's that?
I play Necros in a... Yeah, that's it.
All right, this is Park from Team Shockwave, signing out.